And I already started early. They're like, why are you starting early? Don't judge me. It's a long show. What better way to celebrate Earth Month than with tacos and cocktails? Now you're speaking my language. Joining us now to share Lola 55's sustainable specials, we have Chef Joseph Franca and Beverage Director Gareth Moore. Gentlemen, good morning to you. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
And by the way, Gareth, cheers. I know you're going to make a fresh one, but whatever.
Well, I might as well join you. I mean, you know.
Hey, my man.
Cheers. Okay, let's talk about Lola 55 and what you guys are doing for Earth Month. Who wants to take that one?
Yeah, I got it. So
Yeah.
At Lola, you know, we take vegan items, right? Vegan food, and we take it, we turn it into something that you wouldn't expect, right? So we have, you know, meat eaters come into Lola all the time, and I say, well, hold on a second. Well, you know, they ask me, what should I get? What should I order? And I say,
Beautiful spot, by the way.
Yeah. Thank you, appreciate it. And a lot of times I mention the vegan items. And you ask, why? You know, because the vegan items, what we try to do is we take them and we treat them the same as our protein, as our meat, right?
Sure.
And we develop the same exact flavors, right? 100% mesquite wood, charcoal, no gas grill.
Wow.
And that really just changes the game.
100%.
100%.
I was taken aback when I walked in here and I see this, and I go, either that's a bouquet for my wife for our anniversary I'm going to take, or it's a dish.
Right.
And you said, that's all edible.
And your question was, is it edible? It totally is,
Wow.
100%.
Cool.
100%, yeah.
So what are the specials? What do we have coming up? Let's talk about that.
Yeah, so today we have a carrot taco, carrot adobada taco, fresh guacamole here, fresh handmade tortillas, made these about 5 minutes ago.
Nice.
We roast the carrots over the open flame and top it with avocado here, pistachio pesto,
Brilliant.
picked cilantro, pickled jalapenos, did these myself too,
Yum.
and pistachios, and then these beautiful flowers. So at Lola, we have a bunch of different I guess qualifications for a special, texture, crunch, color, all that good stuff, and all comes together.
By the way, the carrots that were over here,
yes,
they look
which we're gonna get on the grill.
You know, you grilled them up.
I did.
Oh, yes, sir.
I sure did. Yeah.
Now wait a minute. The flowers, do you put them on a bed of flowers, or do you put the flowers in the flowers?
The flower goes on top. Visually, it's much more of a visual thing. Much more of a visual thing for sure.
Wow, that smells great already. It really does.
Yeah.
While you're doing that, let's make sure we know, because there's a bunch of specials you guys have going on, right? So April 7th through the 13th, you have the beef pastor taco.
Yes, sir.
Piñavo.
Yeah.
Did I say that right?
You did.
Piñavo margarita. And then you have carrot adobada, which is what we're making here.
Correct.
And then the following week we have quinoa ceviche. Ooh, yes, the quinoa ceviche. So how long, here's a dumb question, but how long do you have to put the carrots on the grill to get them to look like that and taste just right?
It took me about 20 minutes, but you know what? At home, a lot of people don't have a mesquite charcoal grill or in the middle of their house, which, it is what it is, right?
They don't?
They don't, no. Unfortunately, they don't. But these are okay. You know what? It's okay in the oven. In the oven,
it's okay.
20 minutes,
Okay.
400 degrees.
But, did you say already? Well, what did you put on it in terms of seasoning?
So right here, this is our al pastor
that,
adobo that we make in-house.
Yes,
it's like a 20+ ingredient thing.
Wow.
However, it doesn't have to be. You go to the supermarket, achiote paste, couple Mexican spicy
it's really
seasonings.
Cool. And the sustainability is fantastic. And
100%.
everything is fresh and everything is healthy, and that's the key. Everybody wants that now.
Exactly.
Right?
That's all that matters. Exactly.
Listen, man, I'm gonna let you keep going with it. Let me know when they're ready.
Yep.
Okay.
In a couple minutes, absolutely.
We have this guy over here.
Of course.
Hello.
Gareth, how are you?
I'm wonderful.
Cheers again, by the
About to be a little bit better. There we are. All right. Yes.
Talk to me about the drinks and the cocktails that you guys have.
So the food is phenomenal, right? So we've got something to live up to with that. And when we were putting together the menu, we wanted to kind of look the taco menu in the eye and say, all right, we can go blow for blow with you, which is tough. But the idea is to use sustainability with that as well, right? Yeah. So a lot of what we do is based off of what the kitchen is doing.
Right.
So if the kitchen has some leftover, we grab that and we find a way to turn that into a cordial, a liqueur, an infusion, some sort of syrup, whatever it looks like that we think it'll fit best, and then we incorporate that into a cocktail.
Love it. So what is this called? What is the name of this?
So that's the piñavo.
This is a piñavo. Yeah, I'm glad I learned how to say it correctly.
It's a very basic name. We're just taking pineapple and avocado and combining them together. Names are not as strong.
How long does it take a professional like yourself to make something like this?
Are we talking about prep time or just
just right now,
making the cocktail?
Like right now.
30 seconds.
Very fast.
So are we making it right now? Would we like a fresh one?
I don't want to put a clock on the go. Okay, give me a little. Oh wow, these actually. I love the bartender stuff. They really know what they're doing. Are you a bartender or a mixologist, and what's the deal with that?
Mixologist is a very dirty term in my opinion. I'm a bartender. Yeah.
Attaboy. Okay, so what do we have going on? Give me a little play-by-play.
So I just put lime in. I'm now adding in a grapefruit shrub. When I say shrub, we're basically taking what would be a cordial, but instead of using water and the sugar and the juice, we are using vinegar. The reason why I like vinegar in this particular situation is because it extends the shelf life quite a bit, right? And so instead of worrying about it going bad, whatever that looks like.
I'm no bartender, but you got a bunch of ice right now, Garrett.
I do have a bunch of ice. Yeah, sorry about that.
Let's go.
This is
yes, sir.
ice.
Oh,
a
here we
quick
go.
shake.
I will get it. Yeah, buddy.
Get that last part out in there. Yeah.
So what I know, was that the trick? Because mine always get stuck when I do that. So I notice a little punch in the middle.
A little punch in the middle goes a long ways. Yeah. So we'll go over the idea of physics down the road, but you're basically transferring force in order to open up the tin.
Yes.
And a quick garnish.
Look at that. What's that?
And there we go.
Oh man, there you go. I should try
Cocktail
that
forward.
one.
Yeah,
Is it just
I
as
strongly
good?
suggest you try
Is it
that
just
one
as
too.
good as the other one?
I would have to guess it's better because it is fresh out of the tin. Yeah.
Oh man.
There we go. All right.
There's a good friend.
So
to have
good
around,
it's
right?
abusive.
Yeah. This is now the final product.
That is the final
right?
product.
So that is actually a carrot taco.
Correct.
I will
Sure
take a
is.
bite, but
Yeah,
before I
go
do
right
that, if people want to maybe adopt some sustainable practices at home in their own kitchen, is it easy to do that? Because that might be intimidating to a lot of people.
I think it is. I think it's just a matter of, going through your fridge.
Sure.
Seeing what do you have, what is going to go bad. That's what I do at the restaurant. I was on a scale 100x, right? Utilizing product that may start to seem to go bad, but no, it's not. We can use that before it does go bad, right? Zero waste kitchen. Zero waste.
Love that.
Yep.
I love that. This is amazing too. Look at the
it's
freshness.
beautiful, right?
Oh man. Gareth, you're a genius, and chef.
I'm just an alcoholic that got lucky, but I appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna take a bite. Ready?
Go ahead. You
All the
want it?
information on Lola55. Go check them out downtown there.
Got it.
Foxflysandiego.com. My man.
Thank you, man. Appreciate
That
it.
is outstanding.
Thank you.
Go check them out, Lola55. We'll be right back. Wow.